a lot of that. This is Planetary Annihilation. It For the first couple days I had it, I just sat in stuff like this, like a loading screen. So,
Yes.
okay, so here we are in this, and just turn this sucker down. Well, you can kind of hear the music a little bit, but it's like, epic battle, I guess, or epic struggle music. Not very interesting. This is just the beginning of the game where you select your spawn point. I mean, it's kind of obvious. There's big old green circles like, oh, pick one of me. But you can see there's planet over in the corner there. And yeah, so essentially this is what it sounds like: planet versus planet fighting. And you get this little commander guy that builds your buildings. It's pretty straightforward. I kind of screwed up and built yeah, there's some really bad like texture loading and stuff going on, but I have the settings turned all the way down, and it's really early beta. So anyway, so I screwed up and I made this guy. It took me a while to even get to that point because I was like, oh, stockpile resources. These are like little energy collectors, energy storage. These the bigger versions, and then metal storage, metal mining, metal storage, right? So I'm trying to get a bunch of resources, but I foolishly made air building things, thinking that I could somehow get over to the other planet. Maybe around. Oh yeah, it wasn't more than like 5 minutes in that I think I was fighting a bot, and it started sending me sending air units at me, and they were really shitty air units, and they just kind of like pecked at my turrets. And they weren't always doing it either, which was very weird. So, because I was building this air thing first, I got a guy out, but I switched to building these little suckers because they're AA, like air to air. So eventually, yeah, some of the cool things is like you see this little guy. I'm trying to scout the planet, so I get to see in orbit view an icon for the unit, which is an aerial unit. It's a relatively small one. If we can get, you can see that there's different types of unit icons, and they do flow good together. It was really easy to contextually see at a certain height what kind of units were in that vicinity, and you can see like when their units come in because of my sight range. The sight range is a little weird. It kind of got a little buffer zone on it, but I had so much AA at this point. Let's see if we can get a good view of it. I was trying to find if he landed on my planet. But yeah, you can see there the battles happen pretty fluidly. I've got some of these on patrol, like running around. And this is me trying to like realize I need to expand, because look at all the little, you can barely see them, but there's little tiny nodes and stuff in there. Just metal. They got metal, and I think that's it. You have to like build energy generators. But the interesting thing to me was that, like, okay, look at all this metal. I mean, this is a size 2 planet, I think. So is that other one. Yeah, I was looking at the orbital views. It's a little laggy. I could zoom in on that planet and get up to the surface. This is where I had units selected, actually a unit selected. You can see it down here on the left, and I try to right click on the surface and then go, okay, is it just gonna fly off the planet? But it does not. I was trying to see if you could see it in orbit, or at least in transit. I wonder if you can. I'm not really sure, but yeah, you can see it goes around. I want to see what happens with this, where if there's multiple astral bodies all floating and in asynchronous orbits, or like I mean, what if you could modify your orbit? Anyway, that's just a bunch of speculation. But I don't know if the engine will ever be that powerful to simulate at like astrological bodies moving like that, at least any form realistically. I guess you could script the behavior though. But again, futilely, I am trying to get to the other side of the thing. I have a bunch of freaking air I want to like put over there, but I couldn't do it. It took me about it took me God, it took me 20 minutes to figure out like, okay, you need to build a lot of bots. Like you need to build a lot of workers. Basically, I didn't really understand like the commander. He's a builder, but he's kind of like a hero more than a builder more than anything else. But the builders build buildings. Once you build a builder, it builds a better uh, builder creator, and then once you build that, you build a better builder, which also in turn builds a better builder creator. And so I didn't realize until, like I said, 20 minutes in that you need to do that. And then once I finally did that, their air units started getting stronger. You can kind of see one right there. Yeah, they started getting pretty powerful, and the bombs they were able to drop on me got pretty big. I had a lot of AA, but I couldn't tell what was killing them because they started to die off, and I wasn't really sure what exactly was damaging them. Maybe it was the ship explosions and stuff. I don't know. I couldn't really tell. But you see, I had a bunch of workers, and the cool thing is the workers can work together. So it's like it's like a really, it's just like an RTS. It's like any other RTS in that sense. This is a shift queuing I was doing. It's kind of interesting way of showing the direction of the creep of the unit pathing. But you can kind of see like everything I try to expand to, this freaking bot just totally owned me. I tried to just go out in the wilderness and build a bunch of extractors, because I imagine you'll probably have like most of the planet covered in extractors. Whether you defend it or not is kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how fast I can get to. Whoops. I don't know how fast I can get to end game, to the point where how fast can I move to the next planet. I've realized that once I had the second level of bot building, which is being built right here, that I could finally get off the planet with a planetary, or it was a orbital, I don't know, orbital launcher or something. Let's see, did I even get it finished, or did I quit? I think I might have quit. Yeah. Because I was just getting slaughtered. More of their shit kept coming. Let's see here. Yeah, so again, it was a lot of this. A lot of, oh yeah, this little blinking icon. God, it was driving me crazy. At least it could, it'd just spin in a circle. It'd be better. But, yeah, it was a lot of this. Oh, just horrible. I mean,
Okay. So this is kind of
it's cool music, but it'd be cool if I got in it like a minute. So anyway, like I was saying though, that's right here. Yeah, this. So you can see these planets like straight up. You can barely see them like moving around this sun here, which is pretty crazy. I mean, in and of itself, it looks like it's to scale. Maybe not though. These are pretty damn huge planets if that's a star. But and there's only two, so this is like early beta. They're talking about like mini planet solar systems, and also like many other astral bodies, like asteroid belts, comets, stuff like that. So it seems like it'll be cool. I mean, hopefully they stabilize the client. You can kind of see like the AI is just dominating me. He's got like plus 6,000 income. I think this is metal income or energy production or something. Like my metal is this blue bar. But this, I don't know, some weird thing. Maybe this is my energy production. I was so confused. I'm still confused by this interface. Nothing. It didn't have tooltips. It didn't have. I mean, mostly didn't have tooltips. There were some tooltips, like on the worker units and on a lot of the units. But as far as like a tooltip on every single possible thing, it was missing these top bars, and I also had no opportunity to interact with the player icons, like the player HUD in the top there. So I mean, it'd be cool if you could see like the number of nodes on a planet. It'd be cool if you could, uh, um, what's it called? Get vision of their planet. I don't know if they have like satellite, or maybe you could make a satellite, put it in orbit, and put it and move it over to this planet and watch it until they could kill it. That'd be cool. But I don't know. So we'll see what happens with it. As you can see, like metallic planets, that's cool. Regular like foresty, rocky planets. There's supposed to be water planets, mostly water planets. There's supposed to be like lava planets, or more machine planets, or like half destroyed planets, or like because you're supposed to be able to fight and build on larger astral bodies like asteroid clusters, things like that. But anyway, so yeah, that's Planetary Annihilation, and hopefully I'll be making a video soon again. But for some reason they're like, oh, the client you can't run this client, but the link, it's like, oh, if you have Windows or Mac or whatever, click here, and it doesn't do anything. And then when I go to my original email with the link in it, it's it takes me to like a blank page. So it's pretty annoying. But you know, maybe by tonight would be freaking awesome, because I'd like to play tonight. But I don't know. That's why I'm in truth making this video, because I can't be playing. I'm not playing right now. I would have rather made it of me winning, not just sitting here with a bunch of air and dying to some freaking random AI. But you know, such is life. So yeah.